Test, 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 test. This ain't even on? Test, test, test. Test. I don't hear it. Test, test, test. Testing, 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 testing. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. It's showing up there, right? Yeah, so I can't hear myself though. Test. Testing, test. Test, test, test. Now it's not even showing up really there. Very little. Test, test. Are we on? Is it going now, though? Testing, test, test, test. Welcome to the CRWC, the Campus Recreational Wellness Center here in Oshawa, Ontario. We're here for the make-up matchup between the Durham Lords and the Centennial Colts. Starting for the Centennial Colts, we got number 5, Josh McFarland, number 11, Alex Argolis, number 14, Marco Kurik, number 20, Paul Whalen, number 33, Malcu Hyde, and starting for your Durham Lords, we have number 10, Brandon Halliburton, number 12, Tree Lawson, number 15, Fusho Demiji, number 21, Julian Hickson Jr., and number 34, DeAndre Huggins. Don't forget, you can watch this live on the Durham Lords YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to all other games as well coming up in the future. We are about to get this one started. This is a makeup game from a couple weeks ago that we had an incident here at the CRWC. We had to cancel the rest of the game. This is that makeup game, so it's just the men's here tonight for your Durham Lords, and we're off. Centennial wins the tip. We have number 5 with the ball, McFarley. Colts passing around the rim, down to the paint, up, that's no good, off. We have a foul coming up against the Durham Lords for a push. That was a foul against Julian Hickson Jr. Number 14, Kurik, will go to the line for Centennial. Shoots the first, that's off the rim, no good. Goes for his second. That's nothing but net. Centennial up 1-0. Halliburton with the ball for the Lords. Driving up. No good. That's the offensive foul against Huggins. That's his first, team second. Centennial coming down the court with the ball. Number 14 from beyond the arc. That's off the rim, no good. That's off the fingertips. I did not see which way the ref pointed there for whose ball. Looks like Centennial's going to get it and inbound that. Oh, that's a beautiful dunk there by number 33 of Centennial, Hyde. He puts Centennial up 3-0 with 9:10 left of the first quarter. Halliburton now with the ball, passes it into the paint for Hickson. That's Huggins from downtown. That's off the rim, no good. Stolen there by Demigi. He puts that in. It's 2-3. It's 20 to put it up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound is going to go to Centennial. Number 20 for Centennial from beyond the arc. Off the rim, no good. Halliburton coming down the court for the Lords. He's trying to drive, passes the ball off. That gets tipped away. And Centennial with the steal. Halliburton with the press. Wisely slows down. Who's number 11? Argolis. He's trying to drive into the paint, gets that tipped off. Ball now to Halliburton for the Lords. He's going to shoot from beyond the arc, and that's in for 3. Durham Lords now take their first lead of the game. It's 5-3 with 7:50 left of the first quarter. We have a whistle here from a ref. Centennial with the ball. McFarley passes that off. Number 11 now for Centennial. He passes it off to 14. Tries to put it into the paint. Number 20 with the throws it up. That's up and in from Hyde. Lawson with the ball, looking for some help. He throws it off to Hickson. Halliburton from downtown again. That's off the rim and out. No good. Centennial with the rebound. McFarland throws that off. Back to McFarland. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Centennial's got to put it up quick here. Throws it up, number 33, off the backboard and rim, no good. Halliburton with the rebound. Takes it across half court. We have a tie game here at the CRWC. It's 5-5 with 6:30 left of the first quarter. That's number 15, Demigi. He puts that up for 2. Count the basket. He'll go to the line for 1. Demigi shooting just over 67% from the free throw line. He'll shoot for 1. 7-5 currently for the Durham Lords. We got a violation coming off the line too early. Was one of the Centennial players. Demigi will get another shot. And sinks that one. 8-5. McFarland coming across half court for the Centennial Colts. They'll try to set up. Nothing happening. From way downtown is number 11, and he gets nothing but net. That's Hargolis for 3. With that shot from way downtown, the Colts have tied it up. It's 8 apiece. With just under 6 minutes left to play the first quarter, Demigi tries to do a spin to get into the paint. That doesn't work. Gets the ball taken away from him. Centennial with the takeaway. They easily come down court, pass the ball off to number 33, Hyde. He puts it up off the backboard for 2. Durham now with the ball across half court. Huggins with the ball currently, looking for his players to set up. Passes that off to Halliburton. Halliburton with the quick wipe of the shoes. Passes it off to number 12 there, Lawson. He puts that up for 2. It's currently 11-10 for the Durham Lords. 5:15 left to play. Colts now looking to do something with a setup here. 33 just puts it up off the rim. No good. Huggins comes up with the rebound, lets it slow down, passes the ball off to Lawson, and lets him come across half court with it. Far pass from Lawson all the way over to Huggins from downtown. Off the rim, no good by Huggins. Centennial with the rebound. They'll slowly cross half court here, looking for a setup. It's number 5, McFarland, being closely watched by McFarland. McFarland being closely watched by Halliburton. Number 20, Whalen, he puts his foot on the out of bounds mark. Sorry, that was a foul. My correction. I thought it was an out of bounds step. It wasn't. It was an off the ball foul called on the Durham Lords. Centennial still with the ball. Hyde working hard in the paint off the floor. Manages to get the ball and passes it off to number 5, McFarland. McFarland drives in, up off the backboard, and rim, no good. 14 came up with the rebound. Curick, he puts that up off the rim, no good. Rebound this time goes to the Durham Lords, number 23. Devontae Nunes is in the game for the Durham Lords. He came away with that rebound there. Another foul to Hyde for Centennial. That's his second foul of the game, team second. Number 22 for the Lords. Mabanza is into the game for the first time for the Durham Lords. Right now shooting at the line for the second time of the game is Demiji. He sank his one shot already, sinks another. Puts the Lords up 12-10. He'll shoot for one more. Sinks both of those. So he improves his free throw percentage. Coming into the game at 67.7 from the line. And so far he's shot 3 today, sunk all. 20 into the paint for the Centennial Colts. That was in and around the rim, and that's out. No good. Centennial still has the ball. McFarland throws that up from beyond the arc. That was in and out. Centennial still with the ball. Another shot put up and off the rim and no good. This time the Durham Lords come away with the ball. Lawson now crosses half court for the Lords. He looks to slow it down and passes it off to number 23, Nunes. Into the paint is number 15, throws it off to Mabanza. Mabanza puts it up off the backboard. That counts for 2. Centennial's number 5 now with the ball. He's looking to make a play and have a setup. Trying to go in underneath the basket is 35. He put it up. It was no good. But number 14, Curick, comes in, sinks that for 2. It's now 15-12 with just under 3 left of this, the first quarter. Mabanza with the ball. Puts it over to Halliburton, throws it up. That's off the rim, no good. Centennial with the rebound. McFarland crosses half court. He does a nice little move and passes that off beyond the arc to number 11. He throws that up. Hargoli sinks it for 3. That was a beautiful play and a setup there by McFarland. Halliburton now waiting for his team to set up, looking for a pick, it looks like. He throws that off to number 15, Demiji. Demiji throws it back to Halliburton. Halliburton still looking for a setup or a pick here. Tries to make a move. The ball rolls off his fingertips, and it gets taken away by Centennial. Number 35 doesn't even think about it, throws it up quickly for Centennial, but that's no good. Mabanza just drives, throws it to Halliburton, who's beyond the arc. He puts it up. That's 3. Under 2 minutes left. Durham takes the lead once again, 18-15. That was put up by number 14 of the Centennial Colts. Kurek hits the rim, no good. Looks like we have a substitution here by both teams. A couple players on both sides are being substituted. Number 22 and number 23 are coming in for Centennial. That's Query and Burton. We got Bryce for the Durham Lords, who's coming into the game for his first time. Hickson with the ball, looking to make a move in towards the paint. Thinks otherwise, throws it out back beyond the arc. 23 now for the Durham Lords. Nunes has the ball. He looks to make a move. Nice little dribble between the legs. Passes it off to Mabanza. Mabanza puts it in for 2. Gets nothing but net on that nice play set up. Centennial with the ball. Number 5 just looks to drive quickly. And that foul is against Hickson Jr. That's his second, team's 4th. Farland will go to the line for 2. He's just shooting under 60% from the free throw line. Sunk his first one. He'll go to shoot for 2. That's off the rim, no good. Centennial with the rebound, though. Quick drive set up there by number 34, Humphrey. 30 seconds now left to play of the first quarter. Durham's leading 20-18. Quick drive and underneath the basket by Nunes. That counts for 2. 22-18. Under 20 seconds left of the first quarter. Centennial with the ball. McFarland goes to make a move. Passes it off quickly to number 14, Kurek. Kurek goes to drive and takes the foul. That goes to Mabanza of the Lords. That's his first. That's the team's 5th. Only 10 seconds left of the first quarter. Good thing for the Durham Lords, now taking 5 fouls. Kurek will shoot for 2. Misses the first off the rim. No good. Kurek is shooting 76% from the free throw line. He's nothing but net on that second one. Halliburton with the ball for the Lords. Crosses half court. 5 seconds left. He's got to do something quickly here. He puts it up. That's only for 2. It's off the rim. No good. Horn will go. That's the first quarter. 22-19 for the Durham Lords after 1. Don't forget to subscribe to the Durham Lords YouTube channel. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. We are live currently in a make-up game against the Durham Lords and Centennial Colts here at the Campus Recreational Wellness Center, the CRWC here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Don't forget, you can check me out on Twitter at Canadian Bearded, all one word. I will give a shout out to the normal play-by-play that's usually here. He could not make it today. That's Chris McKee. You can check him out as well on Twitter. He could not make it today. It was his first time doing his internship at Sportsnet. So congratulations to Chris McKee for that internship. I hope it goes well for you, my friend, and all the best to your future endeavors. Hope to see you broadcasting on Sportsnet very soon, my friend. So we will get started here soon. for the second quarter. 22-19 for your Durham Lords. They are fighting for a playoff spot. They're still in the hunt. Centennial is currently in third place. Durham is in seventh. Durham will have to win a couple of their last few games if they want to make a playoff push. And we're off. Halliburton with the ball for the Durham Lords. Crosses half court. That was Demiji with a nice play underneath the basket. That's for two. Centennial with the ball. Looking like they're going to try to pick up the pace here in the second quarter. Number 23 right now. Burton, he had the ball. He passes that off to 34. He gets a little bit roughed up there and loses the ball. That was a nice try by Demiji. Tried to put that in. It was no good, though, there after that steal from the Durham Lords. Centennial still with the ball. 23 looks to drive. He gets stopped. It looks like Durham's going to be called with the foul. We'll wait for the referee's call. That's against number 22 for the chop. So that's Mabanza's second foul. That's the team's first of the second quarter. 9:13 left of the second. 24-19 for the Durham Lords. Centennial will inbound it. It's number 23 for Centennial. Passes it off to number 4, Jason Dennis. Standing at 6'3" out of Toronto, Ontario, second-year player for the Centennial. Number 10 tried to put that up. Rodriguez, that was no good. Halliburton took that away and quickly marched down court. Halliburton looking to drive. Throws that off to number 15 of the Durham Lords, Demiji. He tried to put it up. It's no good. Centennial comes away with the rebound. Dennis with the ball. He looked to drive into the paint, thought better. 3 Durham Lords standing there in the paint. I don't know about that. No call right there on Demiji. He planted his feet pretty well there. I agree with Coach Desmond Rowley on the Durham Lords bench there. He was looking for a call against Demiji there. He planted his feet pretty good. Should have been an offensive call if you ask me. Nonetheless, Durham Lords with the ball. Number 2, Bryce, throws it for a far 2, sinks it. 27-21 for the Durham Lords. Centennial now with the ball again. Had to catch up there after my little rant. We'll move on from that no call, though. 23, there you go. Now we're going to get the call. We got a timeout by head coach Desmond Rowley of the Durham Lords. So 7:35 left to play here in the second quarter. Durham's up 27-21. Looks like the intensity of the game is starting to pick up with the physical play as well. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Durham Lords YouTube channel. You can catch all games live. You can also go on to their YouTube channel and check out previous games played as they are archived. Don't forget to check them out on Twitter and Facebook as well. We had a little late start here of this game as Centennial's bus did not show up on time. We were supposed to have a 7 o'clock start. Did not get started until closer to 8 or after. It happens. We have some bad weather here, playing a factor in the late start tonight. So after that timeout by the Durham Lords, they will inbound the ball. Bryce with the ball for the Durham Lords to Lawson. Lawson hands the ball off to Nunes. Nunes puts it up for a far three, off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Centennial. Number 11 for Centennial for a far three. That's off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Durham Lords. Lawson with the ball now for them. He's going to cross half court. Nice little move to get past one player. Thinks otherwise of going into the paint. Lawson for a far three. That counts. 30-21, 6:30 left of the second quarter here at the CRWC. Centennial gets called for the travel. We got substitutions again for both teams. Number 20 coming in. Paul Walwin for the Centennial. And Mabanza is back in the game for the Durham Lords. Lawson with the ball now for the Lords as he crosses half court, being guarded by McFarland of Centennial. Lawson with the ball. Down to Mabanza. Driving into the paint. Number 2, Bryce for the Durham Lords. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Centennial. Quickly into the paint. Oh, what another beautiful play made by Hyde there. McFarland went to throw that up. It was no good. It went off the rim. Number 33 didn't think twice about it. Hyde, he just came in quickly and slammed that down for Centennial. As of right now, Demigi was underneath the basket fighting hard by himself. And number 33 on the other side, after that big play, takes the foul for the Centennial. And Demigi will go to the line for his third time in the game. Coming into the game shooting at just over 67%, but so far on this game shooting 100 as he just sinks another free throw shot. And he'll stay at 100% for the game. Centennial with the ball. McFarland crosses half court. Oh, what a nice drive made by the Centennial Colt player, number 11. Our goalies throws it up off the backboard and good. Durham with the ball on the other end now. Put up by number 12, Lawson. Off the rim, no good. Centennial with the rebound. Game starting to pick up in pace. Farland with a quick drive. He throws that up off the backboard and in. That'll count for 2. Looks like momentum is starting to shift in the favor of the Centennial Colts. Durham's better start getting on their defense here. Demigi with the ball. He looks to drive, plays the body, puts it up for 2. And we have a timeout being called by the Centennial Colts. I don't know if I agree with that timeout. It looked like Centennial started to pick up the pace there and started to cut into the lead of the Durham Lords. It's just under 5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Durham is leading the game 34-27. That timeout was called by the Centennial Colts head coach. just as they were starting to pick up the pace. Pretty quiet here in the CRWC tonight as the weather is bad outside. I don't expect a lot of people to be on the roads. If you are out there on the roads, drive safely tonight. We'll have the refs calling the teams back on the court after that time out. We got 4:51 left to play in this half. If you missed it earlier, I did state that Durham is looking to make a playoff push as they're currently standing in 7th place right now, but they will need to win the majority of their games if they want to make a significant push in the OCAA playoffs, as they're currently 7th in the East region. Centennial is currently 3rd. Durham with the ball. Halliburton crosses half court with a quick pace, drives into the paint, tries to throw it up. Doesn't count, but he'll take the foul and go to the line for 2. That goes to our goalies, his first, team second. Halliburton from the line. Halliburton, one of the better players for the Durham Lords, as he sinks his first basket. He's shooting at 61% from the line, but he's averaging 18.8 points per game, leading the team in average points for the Durham Lords. 36-27 now, Durham leads. Centennial with the ball. Number 11 throws it up for a far 3. Our goalie sinks that from way downtown. Gets his bench pumped up and into the game. They're starting to yell from the sidelines. That was put up by the Lords. It was no good. Rebound goes to Centennial. They quickly march down into the court. Gets called for the foul. The travel. Ball will go back to the Lords. Lawson will look to inbound that to Halliburton. Centennial with 3 players on this half of the court. Looks like they're going to start playing the hard press here, forcing Durham to make some moves early on their side of the court. Halliburton calling for his players to set up. Give Halliburton great credit for his play on the court with that calling to his team, as that was number 23 of the Durham Lords, Nunes, from way downtown. 39-30 for the Durham Lords, 3:30 left of the half. Centennial with the ball. McFarland's looking to make a move, passes that off to number 4 from beyond the arc, off the rim, no good. Rebound's going to go to Demigi. Demigi quickly throws the ball to Halliburton. He marches down the court, underhands it up off the backboard, and good, beautiful move there by Halliburton. Hustles back down the court to play some defense. Nice little spin move there by number 11. Our goalies. He spins off of Halliburton, sinks a basket for 2. Durham now with the ball. Lawson has it. Keeps throwing it back and forth to number 23, Nunes. Nunes puts it up off the backboard. That counts for 3. 44-32, 2:30 left. Durham has the lead. A good drive into the paint by number 5, McFarland. Quickly down the other side of the court is Durham Lords. Long pass to Halliburton. He puts it up just outside of the paint for 2. McFarland with the ball now for Centennial. That foul is going to go to Mabanza again. That's his 3rd. Whalen sinks his first of 2. He sinks the second one. Now we have another timeout. Whalen just sunk his second basket for Centennial. Whalen shooting 66% from the line, just sunk 3 for Centennial. We have another timeout. Durham up by 10, 46-36. Just over 2 minutes left of the half. This is a makeup game from a couple weeks ago. An incident occurred here at the CRWC. We had to cancel that game. So this is that makeup game in the OCAA. So it's just the men in action tonight. Don't forget to check out the Durham Lords YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit their Facebook and Twitter pages up. Give them a follow. Give them a like. You can also find myself on Twitter at Canadian Bearded, all one word. Hit me up there. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. And after that timeout, we will look to start this one. Halliburton with the ball for the Durham Lords. That's put up by number 15 of the Lords, Demiji. That's no good. Centennial comes away with the rebound. Farland now crosses half court. He's just going to put that up from way downtown, and that's nothing but net. 4-3 for the Centennial Colts. Halliburton now with the ball for the Lords. To Mabanza. To Nunes. Nunes passes that off to Demiji. Demiji looks to drive into the paint, gets the ball poked away, and that goes over to Centennial. But as they go to pass that gets stolen away. Demiji from underneath the paint and underneath the basket puts it up. That counts for 2. 48-39. Just over 1 minute left to play of the half. McFarland passes that off. That's up off the side of the backboard. That's no good, but Centennial got the rebound. Now underneath the paint for the Lords is 23. Nunes with the rebound. As he's being pressed, he makes a long pass to Mabanza. Mabanza drives, passes it off to Halliburton. He goes in off the backboard, no good. The rebound did go to Centennial, but as he tried to control the ball, McFarland stepped out of bounds. It'll be Durham's ball, and they'll inbound it from the backside of the Centennial Courts basket. That was a bit of a sloppy pass there on the inbounds. Nobody on the Durham Lords side. 14 of Centennial. Keurig just sinks that for 2 with a hard dunk. That's not the kind of plays you want to give up as you're making a playoff push. Durham Lords bench really quiet here, even though they're in the lead up by 7. Centennial's bench is the loud one as they're down. And Halliburton will get called for the travel. So that's a bit of 2 sloppy plays in a row here by the Durham Lords on the inbound pass. A long pass trying to inbound. Centennial took that away, and 14 for Centennial comes across as a dunk. Now, as Halliburton was trying to make a play, he travels and gets called for that. We got a foul going to the Durham Lords and a substitution. Number 2, Bryce, comes back into the game for the Durham Lords. Dennis will inbound it. He's waiting for the ball. So there was 2 fouls on that last play. They called McFarland and Halliburton for So Centennial is starting to make a push here just as we're just about to end this half. They've cut the lead down to 4 right now. Lawson drives, puts it up off the backboard. No good. Centennial with the rebound. With the far throw from way downtown at the end of the half by number 14, Keurig. No good, though. But they do cut into the Durham Lords lead. It's 48-44, and we will be back after this short break. are back to start the second half here at the CRWC. Some first half stats. Our goalie's 13 points for the Colts. Right behind him is Hyde with 10, 4 total rebounds for the team. Rebounds have been the difference in the first half. Durham Lords has 14 total rebounds. Halliburton with 12 points, and Demiji with 13. Centennial with the ball. That's in and out. Out of bounds, Centennial, Durham's ball. Lawson with the ball for the Durham Lords. Halliburton. Lawson with the ball now from beyond the arc. To number 23, Nunes. Nunes to Hickson. Hickson Jr. puts it up. Off the rim, no good as he gets a push to Centennial with the rebound. I don't know where McFarland was going with that pass. He just throws it out of bounds, but it looks like it goes off the tips of a Durham Lords player. It'll still be Centennial's ball. Up and off the rim, no good. Lords take the rebound. Underneath and off the backboard is Hickson Jr. for 2. Just under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter, 50-44 for the Lords. That's a far 3 for our goalies for Centennial, 50-47. Centennial only down by 3 now. Hickson Jr. passed the ball off to Halliburton. Halliburton gets the ball back off after passing it to Lawson. He puts it up for 2. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Lords. Centennial with the foul. That goes to Dennis, his first. Off the rim, no good. First basket's a miss. Misses both free throws. Centennial with the rebound. Quickly down the court, off the backboard, and in for Dennis. Halliburton now with the ball. He was going to get pressed there hard on the first half of the court. Just takes a step back, slows it down, passes it off. Demiji with the ball, puts it up for 2. That's good. 50-49. Timeout. So we have our first timeout of the second half. Centennial Colts slowly digging into the Durham leads. 52-49 now. We have our announcer at the desk just stating that the Durham Lords men's and women's team both ranked nationally. So congrats to both teams there. Last week I had the opportunity to do an interview with the women's head coach, Tony Clark. It was a very humbling experience for myself. I'd like to thank Tony Clark for giving me the opportunity to speak with him and one of his players. Tony Clark, a very established player in the OCAA for women's volleyball. Did not know prior to asking him for the interview how established he was until I did my research and found out. Kudos to Tony for all the accolades over a 10-year coaching career so far. Good luck going forward, and congratulations on being ranked nationally. We're back at action here at the CRWC. Centennial with the ball. That's off the backboard and good for Keurig. Keurig's had a good game for Centennial so far. That was out of bounds off the fingertips of McFarland. It'll still be Lord's ball. Hickson Jr. will look to inbound that. Halliburton and Lawson waiting for the play on the inbound. It goes to Lawson. Lawson has the ball, but he's being pressed hard here by number 11 of the Colts. Lawson crosses half court, looking for his teammates to set up. That's handed off to Hickson Jr. as he drives in the paint off the backboard and good for two. 54-51, 7 minutes left to play the third quarter. McFarland passes that off to Whalen of the Colts. That goes to Dennis underneath the paint. That gets poked away and a steal for the Durham Lords. Lawson now with the ball. Sorry, that's not Lawson. That was 23, Nunes. Nunes passes that off to Hickson Jr. Hickson Jr. drives off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes to the Colts. Dennis goes to drive, throws it up back out to McFarland. McFarland looking to drive, throws it to be on the arc to number 20. He puts that up for a far three. That counts for three towards Whalen. The Colts now just tied the game up here in the third quarter with 6:15 left to play. Durham's really got to look at their game plan here as the Colts come back and tie the game up. In that first quarter, we had 3 ties and 3 lead changes. Centennial now with the ball. They could take. We have a foul here against number 23 of the Lords. That's Nunes' first and team's first of the half. We have a substitution. Mabanza back in the game for the Durham Lords. Hickson Jr. will get a rest. Centennial now with the ball. They can take the lead for the first time in a while. Whalen goes to driving towards the paint. He takes the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. And that goes to Nunes. So he takes 2 quick fouls. Team's second 2. First shot, no good. Off the rim. That's Whalen. Misses the first one. He'll shoot for 1 more. Whalen shooting 66% from the line. He misses both. Rebound goes to the Lords. Nunes, after 2 easy fouls, he gets called for a travel. Number 2, Todd Bryce, back in the game for the Durham Lords. Farland with the ball, looking for a setup, passes that off to Whalen. Whalen looking for teammates to make some moves, passes it off to number 11 who drives in and sinks that for 2. That's Hargolis with another basket. He's been one of the top players this game for Centennial. And another takeaway by Centennial as they just take the lead, and now another steal. They can cushion their lead. A bad move there by Centennial and a steal from the Durham Lords. Halliburton goes to throw that up for 3, thinks better, passes it off, and has the ball stolen away. Now we got Keurig with another dunk. That's about 4 dunks now in this game for Centennial Colts. They're starting to take the momentum away from the Durham Lords. 56-54, just under 5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Timeout called by White. So Durham Lords take another timeout here. Looks like head coach of the Lords, Desmond Rowley, is looking to speak with one of the refs as they continue to stand on the sidelines and tell him to think otherwise than arguing with the refs. So here in this make-up game in the OCAA against the Durham Lords and Centennial Colts, we have a good game on the go here in the third quarter as Centennial has just taken back the lead. So we've had 4 lead changes in this game so far. Centennial is now leading 58-54 with 4:52 left in the third quarter. That's the end of that timeout. Referees will go to the benches and call the players back on the court. So number 20 of Centennial shot because of Durham Lord took a technical there. So number 20 of Centennial, Whalen, shot for 1, sinks that, adds to their lead. Colts will look to inbound it here. Keurig with the ball, he throws it. That was a good pass in to the paint by Keurig. Great assist. Durham takes. Basket is good. So Whalen will go to the line for end 1. Try to make this a 3-point play as the foul went to Todd Bryce, number 2 of the Durham Lords, his first. It's the team's third in the quarter. Lawson with the ball for the Durham Lords. He's being pressed hard there by McFarland. McFarland will take the foul. And that's his second and team's second. Long, sloppy pass by Centennial. That was just straight out of bounds. Nobody there. That pass has gone to Curtis, Ontario. Lawson with the ball for the Lords. They'll hand that off to Todd Bryce. Todd Bryce looking for his players to set up. Halliburton with the ball. Drives, puts it up off the rim, no good. Durham tried to tip it in, didn't work. That was out of bounds off the fingertips of Halliburton. Ball will go to Centennial. Centennial looking for a setup. That's put up off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Lawson. Labanza from way downtown. That's an air ball, but Halliburton tried to get it a little too rough off the feet there and out of bounds off Halliburton. Centennial's ball. They'll inbound it. McFarland with the ball across his half court. It was almost taken away there off of McFarland from Lawson. McFarland with a sloppy pass and off the fingertips of Hargolis, and that will be Durham's ball. It's inbounded to Lawson. Lawson will take his time crossing half court as he's being guarded by number 5 of Centennial. Halliburton now with the ball for the Durham Lords, throws it in towards the paint to Mabanza. He puts it up, nothing but net for 2, and he'll go to the line for and 1. So Mabanza shooting 76% from the free throw line. And that's no good. Rebound goes to the Durham Lords, though. That's up and off the rim, no good. Rebound this time goes to Centennial. However, there's 3 players there for the Durham Lords. Didn't work down. That went quickly. That went quickly down court for Centennial as a nice pass for Keurig to number 35. Jackson tried to go in for a hard dunk. Didn't go, but he does take the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. So Jackson now, he'll shoot for 2 from the line. Jackson shooting 47.8% from the free throw line. He'll look to add to that stat and try to sink 2 here after that hard foul. Misses the first off the rim. He'll get another shot at it. Doesn't even take his time. Off the rim. Misses both. Rebound goes to the Durham Lords. Halliburton with the ball. He's being pressed hard. Passes that off. That pass into the paint. That goes up and in for Hickson Jr. Sinks it for 2, and he'll go to the line for 1 more, trying to make this a 3-point play. It's 2:33 left in the third quarter, 58-62 in favor of the Colts. So the Colts still hanging on to this lead. Hickson Jr. will look to cut into that as he tries to sink this and 1. And that's good. He makes that a 3-point play for himself. Centennial now with the ball. 2:30 left of the third quarter. Colts looking to set up. Keurig just turns around and throws it up for 2. Sinks that. That's good. So far, he's been the better player on the Centennial, holding his team in this game. That was Demiji tried to put that up, takes the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. That's Keurig's second, team's 5th. So the team now for another 2 minutes, Centennial Colts, will be in foul trouble as that was their team's 5th. And we have a substitution after this. Hyde will be looking to come back in the game for the Colts. That's a miss off the rim, so that substitution will have to wait. Farland with the ball. Dennis now with the ball. That was number 23 of Centennial, Burton, off the backboard and in for 2. Halliburton just drives down court, stops before the paint, and puts it up, sinks it, nothing but net. Great play by Halliburton. Keurig from way downtown, that's off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Huggins. (66-62) in favor of the Colts. 1 minute left to play in the third. Looks like this one's going to go down to the wire. That's another foul on Centennial. That goes to number 4, Jason Dennis. That's his second. So finally, the substitution for the Colts comes in. Malik Hyde. He's now on the court for Centennial. That's put up by number 15, Demiji. He sinks his first basket. He'll go for one more. Try to cut this down to a 2-point lead for Centennial. Sinks the second one. It's only 2-point lead now with 1:05 left to play in the third quarter. Number 34 now into the game. Wow, what a long shot by number 23, Burton of Centennial. That was a far three, sinks that. Less than a minute left to play in the third quarter. Burton drives, puts it up in the paint. That's no good, off the rim. With guys like Burton sinking far threes like he just did, Durham cannot rush down the court and throw up their shots like they're doing and miss if they're going to want to keep competitive going into the fourth quarter. (69-64), 9 seconds left. Got to do something quick here. You only got 5 seconds. Halliburton's going to drive, puts it up. That's no good, but he takes the foul with just 1.9 seconds left. Halliburton will go to the line for 2. Fouls against Keurig of the Colts. That's his third. Halliburton sinks the first one. 69-65 in favor of the Colts now. Halliburton, if he can sink this second shot, will cut the lead to 3. I'm assuming that will be the last basket of the third quarter as there's under 2 seconds left. Halliburton misses the first one. Buzzer goes. That ball was off too late anyways, even though it was shot from beyond half court. That's the end of 3 here at the CRWC as the Durham Lords take on the Centennial Colts in the OCAA make-up game. Centennial leads 69-65 going into the fourth quarter. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the Durham Lords YouTube channel as we live stream each game here at the CRWC in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. You can also subscribe to their YouTube channel and catch previous games. Don't forget to go onto their Facebook page, give them a like, and follow the Durham Lords on Twitter. You can also find myself on Twitter at Canadian Bearded, all one word. Give us a shout out. Let us know what you think about the games, about the game calling. So we have a close one here going into the last quarter of play. There has been 4 lead changes now in this game, with the last lead change going in favor of the Colts. So Durham really has to change some of their game plan here, as it looks like Centennial has figured out what Durham was doing to continue their lead. Momentum definitely looks like it's in the favor of Centennial. They've picked up the pace. Durham didn't take control of total rebounds in that first quarter. Sorry, in that first half. Here in the third quarter, it looks like Centennial is definitely fighting harder for those rebounds. Now Halliburton gets the ball on that inbound. Halliburton calling out to some players to start some movement. Huggins with the ball for the Lords. He throws that to number 15. He puts it up off the rim. That's no good. Rebound goes to Centennial. Out of all players there, one of the shorter players for Centennial, Burton, comes away with the rebound. From beyond the arc for Centennial, was no good off the rim. Centennial got the rebound, put it up, sank for two. And 33 will go to the line for N1. That's Hyde going to the line. That's no good. Rebound goes to Huggins. Durham Lords with the ball. Lawson with the ball. He'll put that up for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to the Durham Lords. No good. That looks out of bounds on Centennial. Referee agrees. Durham Lords ball. Lawson will go to the sideline to inbound that. Halliburton with the ball. He looks to make a spin move. Doesn't work. He looks, oh, what a nice behind the back move there by Halliburton. Passes it off to Huggins. Huggins tries to get pretty with it and gets called for the travel. That'll be Centennial's ball. If Durham wants to cut into this lead by Centennial, they're going to have to stop making plays like that. Slow things down. Here in the fourth quarter, it definitely seems like Centennial is taking control of this game. And just as I say that, Burton puts up a basket for two with nothing but net. Durham now with the ball. Lawson looking to make a move. Huggins with the ball. Halliburton looks to drive. He does the fadeaway. That's no good. Off the rim. Lords get the rebound, though. From way downtown for Lawson. Off the rim. Looks like we're going to have off the ball foul. And we do. That foul went to Mabanza. That's his fourth. So Centennial with the ball now here. That's number 10. Rodcuse. Hyde with the ball. He passes it back out to Burton. Burton looks to drive in the paint. Up off the backboard and good. He's come off the bench and had a great game for Centennial. Halliburton looked to drive quickly. He puts it up. Sinks that for two. Durham finally gets a basket. 75-67, 7:40 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Burton. Burton from way downtown. Nothing but net. Burton has been sinking threes from way downtown. He gets the crowd way into it. The bench for Centennial's going crazy. Burton has come off the bench for Centennial and has had a great game. Durham in the paint trying to put it up. Hickson Jr. sinks that for two. Durham definitely has to start guarding Burton of Centennial a lot more, as he's making hard baskets look very easy. That rebound goes to the Durham Lords. They come down the court quickly. That's Nunes. He sinks it for 2 and takes the foul. He'll go to the line for N1. So 6:43 left, and that's the first foul this quarter made by the Centennial Colts. So Nunes will shoot for 1. He sinks that. Durham now down by 6. Now Centennial's coach just made a substitution there. I didn't see who came on the court, but however, Burton is now on the bench for Centennial. I don't know if I agree with that, as Burton has come off the bench and made some great plays. I don't know if I'd want to take him off with the plays that he's been making and the momentum he's been stealing away from the Durham Lords. That's Lawson for 3. That was nothing but net. Durham now down by 5 with just under 6 minutes left to play the game. That's a far 2 for the Colts. That's no good. So Keurig is back in the game for Centennial after a short break on the bench. He's been another one of the Centennial players to have a great game. One of the main reasons that Centennial was managed to come back and take the lead away from the Durham Lords here in the 4th quarter. Mabanza will inbound that to Halliburton. To Nunes. Nunes looks to drive in the paint, passes it off to Lawson. Lawson beyond the arc, looking for players to set up. That's back to Nunes. Nunes just throws it up. Nothing but air. Centennial with the ball. Farland with the ball, looking for players to make some movement. Hands that off. So that was number 20, Whalen. He'll get called for the reach around Durham Lord's ball. That was Whalen's first foul of the game, team second in the 4th quarter. 5 minutes left to play in this make-up game. And the Colts are up by 5, 80-75. From way downtown, off the rim, no good. McFarland with the rebound. Lawson will get called for the foul. That's his second and team's third. McFarland with the ball now for Centennial. He drives in, throws it. It was Hargolis trying to drive. Basket was no good, but he'll take the foul. Foul goes against Demiji. Sorry, Demiji was that substitution. I'm not sure who that last foul was against. Nonetheless, our goalie sinks his first of 2. He'll shoot for 1 more. 81-75 in favor of the Colts. Nothing but net on that second free throw shot by Hargoles. Halliburton with the ball for the Durham Lords. He's being pressed hard now by Hargoles. Long pass by Halliburton to Lawson. Lawson goes back to Halliburton. Now with Maban's on the far side. Into the paint. That was into the paint for number 15, Demiji. Demiji tried to put it up. It was no good. He ends up on his back as the ball gets taken down the court. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Centennial's ball. So Hargoles will inbound. Farland with the ball for the Lords, being pressed by Lawson. Keurig. Too hard of a pass there from Keurig to Whalen. Whalen couldn't control it. Goes out of bounds on him. Durham's ball. Halliburton now crossing half court. Lawson from way downtown. Nothing but net. That might have just been the play that Durham needed for some momentum. As Lawson sinks a far three, he comes back down the court and gets the offensive foul called against him. So Lawson, with 2 plays in a row, tries to get momentum back in favor of the Durham Lords. Halliburton now with the ball. Halliburton looking to make a move, pushing. He throws the ball off to Lawson. Lawson back to Halliburton. Halliburton looking to make a move to push into the paint. He just does another fadeaway, puts it up. That's no good. Hickson Jr. knew he was going out of bounds. Smart play, just throws the ball hard off the legs of number 23, Burton from Centennial. So that ball will be inbounded now by the Durham Lords. Lawson just throws another one up from way downtown. It gets tipped, and a takeaway by Centennial. Nice drive into the paint by Whalen. That's good for 2. 84-78, less than 3 left to play the game. So a foul on number 5, McFarland of Centennial. That's the team's 4th here in the 4th quarter. Halliburton with the ball for the Durham Lords. He does a hard bump off the Centennial player. He's still looking, drives, puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebound will go to Centennial. Hargoles looks to drive, but takes a hard elbow, no call. Good play off the backboard there by Demiji. That counts for 2. Durham now only down by 4 with 2:20 left to play in the 4th quarter. Our goalie's now thinking better than his last play of rushing the play. Slows it down. Off the ball foul for Centennial. That goes against number 20, Whalen. That's his 2nd. That's the team's 5th. Not a smart play there. Putting your player into, or your team into foul trouble when you're only up by 4. Not a smart foul to take here when you're trying to take the end of this game with only 2 minutes left to play. Not a big lead, only up by 4. Demiji now with the ball to Halliburton from way downtown, off the rim, no good. And Hickson passes that off to Demiji. Demiji from 3, no good off the rim. Rebound goes to Halliburton. Halliburton, that's no good. Keurig for Centennial with the rebound. McFarland drives into the paint, puts it up. Nice play by McFarland. That's 2. now adds to Centennial's lead. 1:25 left to play of this game. Durham is down by 6. That's no good by Demiji. Rebound goes to Centennial. So 1 minute left to play. Durham in trouble of dropping this game here, as it's only 1 minute now left to play. Durham down by 6. We have another substitution coming and a timeout. So we have a timeout here in the fourth quarter. 59.9 seconds left of this make-up game in the OCAA. Durham in 7th place, trying to make a playoff push towards the end of their season here. Dropping this game will not do them any favors, as they're going to need to win several of their last games if they really want to make a significant push in the East Region playoff hunt. That's the end of that time out. Referees are at the sidelines calling the players back on. Durham still taking a little bit more of a time out as they try to come up with a better strategy here going into the last minute of play. So Durham, in that first half, had a 12-point lead at one point. Now they're down by 6 with under a minute left to play the game. So the next game for the Durham Lords, the next 2 will be away. They'll go to Georgian and Fleming. Next home game will be against the Loyalist Lancers here at the CRWC Saturday, February 18th at 8 p.m. The women will be in action that night as well. So we have another timeout, 39.3 seconds left. Durham in trouble of losing this game as they're down by 9 right now. Centennial already back on the court, looking ready to go. Definitely looking like they have the momentum, and they just want to come out and finish this game off. Durham just has not had the answer against Centennial here in the fourth quarter. Kirik and Burton being 2 of the better players for Centennial, and definitely having great games. Kirik started the game, Burton off the bench. both having substantial games here, and a big part of the reason why Centennial is looking at a 9-point lead with 30 seconds left of this game. Halliburton with the ball. He runs just to the free throw line, throws it up. That's off the backboard, no good, but he'll take the foul and go to the line for 2. So he can cut the lead if he sinks both of these down to 7. But with 27 seconds left to play the game, 7 doesn't seem like a big number, but might be hard to accomplish with such little time left here in the fourth. So Halliburton sinks his first, cuts the lead to 8. Misses the second, rebound goes to Centennial, and Durham quickly forces the foul. Smart play on the Durham side. Don't allow any more time off the clock than need be. Force the Colts to go to the line to try to make the baskets. 35. Jackson will go to the line for Centennial. Off the rim, misses the first. He'll sink the second. So that's timeout by the Durham Lords. So that's 90-81 now in favor of the Colts with 25.8 seconds left to play this game. This will be a hard feat for the Durham Lords to accomplish, to come back and take this game. So next home game again is Saturday, February 18th versus the Loyalists at 8 p.m. here at the Campus Recreation and Wellness Center in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Women will be in action that night as well. They were not tonight, as this is the makeup game from a few weeks ago. So it was just the one game tonight. A little bit of a late start due to bus and weather trouble. A Centennial coming from Scarborough. Halliburton will come over to this side of the court on the sideline looking to inbound this. Durham Lords will have to look quickly to put this up if they want any opportunity at coming back into this game. Halliburton for 3, sinks it. So that's 3. That's exactly what they need to do. Going to need to foul here immediately, which they do. And McFarland will go to the free throw line for the Colts. 18.1 seconds left. Durham down by 6. McFarland on the sideline, at the free throw line, looking to add to their lead here. He misses the first one. So Durham still only down by 6, 18 seconds. Couple quick free throws and a prayer just might do it for them. With that basket, I'm not sure it's feasible, as they're now down by 7. Halliburton will drive into the paint, throw it up. That's no good. Throws up another one. Rebound will go to Centennial. Durham quickly takes the foul again. 8.5 left. This one just about over here at the CRWC. McFarland will go back to the line for the Colts. He just shot for 2. Missed 1. Hit 1 as he hits his first here. And we'll shoot for 1 more. Sinks both this time, 92-84. We have a substitution for Centennial. Halliburton not willing to touch the ball quite yet, as the time will start as soon as he does. It does. It's 5 seconds left from downtown. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. That's it, folks. 93-84 in favor of Centennial. Good game here tonight at the CRWC. Did not go in favor of the Durham Lords, however. But thank you for tuning in, and that's all we have for you tonight, folks, here at the CRWC. We will see you here on February 18th.